Chinese President Xi Jinping has warned against interference from external forces in the region, as Australia shrugged off Beijing's growing anger about its decision to acquire US nuclear-powered submarines, and promised to defend the rule of law in airspace and waters where China has staked hotly contested claims.
France has recalled its ambassadors to the United States and Australia for consultations, in a backlash over a submarine deal. Australia cancelled a multi-billion-dollar deal for conventional French submarines to enter a strategic Indo-Pacific alliance with the United States and Britain, in which it will obtain US nuclear-powered submarines.
North Korea's state media accused the United States of double standards over military activities and pursuing a hostile policy towards Pyongyang that was hampering the restart of talks on the country's nuclear weapons and missile programs. The North's official KCNA media outlet condemned the US for having a double-dealing attitude by keeping mum about South Korea's missile launch, and held Washington's duplicity responsible for stalled nuclear talks.
A trial of Myanmar's deposed civilian leader Aung San Suu Kyi on corruption charges is set to begin on October 1, a member of her legal team has said. Aung San Suu Kyi has been under house arrest since her National League for Democracy government was deposed by the military in a February coup.
Fire crews in California have resorted to wrapping the bases of some giant sequoias in fire-resistant coverings in a desperate effort to save the towering specimens, including the General Sherman, the world's largest tree, the National Park Service said.
United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres has warned that a failure to cut global emissions is setting the world on a catastrophic path to 2.7 degrees Celsius heating. A UN 191 countries' emissions promises found that they would not meet the ambition of the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement to limit human-caused global warming to 1.5 C above pre-industrial temperatures.
Pakistan will finally be removed from the United Kingdom's Red List on September 22, the country's Secretary of State for Transport said. Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Oman, Bangladesh, Kenya, Turkey, Egypt, and the Maldives are among the 8 countries that are set to be removed from England's Red List, according to the British official.
A top general admitted the United States had made a mistake when it launched a drone strike against suspected Islamic State militants in Kabul, killing 10 civilians including children instead during the frenzied final days of the U.S. pullout from Afghanistan last month. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin apologized to the relatives of those killed in a statement.
Stressing the need for an inclusive government in Afghanistan, Prime Minister Imran Khan warned that instability in the war-torn country could affect all the neighboring countries. In an interview to Russia Channel, PM Imran said that inclusive government is the only way to peace and stability in Afghanistan.
Leader of the opposition Shehbaz Sharif sent names of 6 nominees to Prime Minister Imran Khan for filling vacant posts of members of the Election Commission of Pakistan, but expressed displeasure that the government had not followed the Supreme Court's ruling which required the PM serious and meaningful consultation with him on the matter.
Pakistan reports 63 deaths from coronavirus. 2,512 fresh coronavirus cases was recorded in the last 24 hours. According to NCOC, the positivity rate was recorded at 4.4%.
The Pakistan Cricket Board will suffer financial losses in millions as a result of New Zealand abruptly calling off their tour just before the first of 3 one-day internationals was to begin in Rawalpindi. Security threat on Friday. The 3 ODIs were due to be followed by 5 2020 internationals in Lahore, and the official said that even raising the issue against New Zealand cricket at the International Cricket Council would be of no help.
The Cabinet Committee on Energy in Pakistan approved a summary submitted by the Power Division on the Winter Incentive Package on incremental consumption for all domestic, commercial and general services consumers of X.W DISCOs and K Electric from November 1, 2021 till February 28, 2022. According to sources, under the package, domestic, commercial and general services consumers will get a benefit of 7 rupees to 10 per unit on additional electricity consumption.
TikTok has launched an Urdu language safety center in Pakistan in order to ensure that videos shared through the platform do not overstep the guidelines spelled out by the government.